YouTube, what's good? Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be reading comments from the Destiny 2 community on how to fix the game and what changes they would like to see. You see, Destiny 2, they made a tweet, and I'll read it to you now. Hey Guardians, we're putting out a call for any ability, armor, build crafting, and weapon specific questions / feedback you have about the current live game. We've listed the topics below, so be sure to drop feedback or questions under the right topic so we can keep them organized. Alright, this is going to be spicy. Just so you get an idea of what kind of energy people are bringing, let's go ahead and read some of the general ones. Stop buffing and nerfing exotics off percentage usage. Build crafting has always been fun until now. No diversity in the game at the moment. Just throw on meta weapons and melt bosses. I understand it's hard to fix because players complain about health pools. Another one, you gave us a go fast update 2 years ago, then pretty much destroyed it by making it slower and supers take 7 to 8 minutes to get. Makes no sense. I feel like I'm playing Team Shot Vanilla D2 again, instead of playing a game that has been updated over time, feels downgraded. And the last one, please don't listen to any top 0.00001% streamers on this. Okay, so Bungie / the Destiny 2 team actually made a thread. There's a couple of different tweets that people can respond to them, so it's more like accurate to the feedback. The first one is, give us your feedback or questions surrounding your Guardian's abilities. Next, here is where you can ask questions or give feedback on weapons and exotic weapons. Next, this post is for exotic armor and build crafting. Ask us anything about them or let us know what you think. Have something else that doesn't really fit under these topics? Drop those thoughts in the comments below. So obviously we're going to start with the abilities. This tweet says, nerf barricades so they don't damage you when you touch them. It's already blocking damage and giving you an overshield. Doesn't have to damage targets in my opinion. I kind of agree with this. The barricades provide so much utility nowadays inside of PvP, whether it's 6v6, Trials of Osiris, or comp. They just give too much and you can constantly spam the shields. It's kind of annoying now. Here is the Salt Twitter Lord himself stating, in PvE by the way, abilities uptime is often too high, either due to overtuned exotics or the new mod system / fragments. Most healing sources, but mainly will and restoration, are completely unbalanced. I don't know if it's an ability related or many damage reduction values are overtuned, they just shouldn't stack, okay? My 2 cents is, I do feel like ability spam is too high, but I'm one of those top level players where I get the whole system of build crafting. I know what mods to use, I know what to combine that. In the end, I just can't avoid having ability spam because I understand the concepts and the fundamentals of the game that my build just becomes a complete crack ability spam machine. And if they were to nerf the abilities for the top level, then I feel like the lower level, the casuals, will definitely feel that like they don't have abilities because, you know, they don't understand the game entirely as we would. But I still do agree they have to find a solution, and unfortunately I don't know the answer to that. Next one, PvP wise, I know a ton of hate, including myself. All the added fluff to engagements over the years. It didn't used to be that way. Damage resistance, overshield, restoration, healing, etc. All of it. All of that needs to be like only 10% of what it does currently. Tone it all down. I completely agree with this take when it comes to PvP. Dude, ever since the 3.0 aspects and the whole subclasses, I should say, have been introduced to the game, there's just been so much fluff in the engagements. 30th anniversary was so simple, but still really fun. The abilities were still strong, but now it's like, hey, I'm gonna pop a barricade, now everyone on my team has an overshield. Hey, I'm gonna throw a healing grenade and I'm gonna heal my entire team and we're ready to fight a guy and still heal in the middle of the gunfight. I would like to see the fluff actually been toned down too. Alright. Is there some internal role assigned to our classes that won't let Warlock supers be the best for damage? Poor Warlocks, man. They feel like they're hated in Destiny too, but I do actually agree. Alright, let's move on to the next Destiny tweet This post is for exotic armor and build crafting. Ask us anything about them or let us know what you think. And let's see what people are commenting, what the Destiny community wants to see changed. First, from the homie DFP, it was said that we would be given more mods / ways to build into AE quite some time ago. As it stands, there are no mods other than Icarus Grip that increases AE. Any update on that? So assuming he is actually correct about them saying that we would get more mods, I absolutely agree. Where are the AE mods, Bungie? Stop being scared of us jumping in the air, okay? You nerfed us enough. It would be cool if I could use Blight Ranger without getting harassed for it. I really like the design of the exotic, and it being so undertuned hurts the usage rate of it. I completely agree that exotic is trash tier, but some people that are harassing this person need to get a grip, get a life, go touch grass.
Go to Steam, uninstall Destiny 2, and do something with your life.
Stompy's nerf is so questionable. Ooh, it's a spicy one, huh? Kills the usability outside of PvP, and in general, should be treated differently. Also, new mod system is nowhere near the crazy fun we had with the Charge with Light and Well mods. Stompy's nerf is terrible. It was a terrible change. I would prefer the previous take where you have no AE for jumping. I completely hate things like, hey, use this ability and then, you have this bonus, but then, it feels completely different to play with afterwards. You get what I'm saying? For example, Surplus, the shotgun feels really fast with 3 charges of abilities, but then when you lose 1 or 2, the gun feels completely different, and it just messes with my muscle memory is really the point I'm trying to make. And this is exactly what's happening with Stompies. You jump, you dodge just kind of like out of instinct, and then your character feels completely different. You don't jump as high, you don't slide as far or whatever. It's terrible. I think it's one of the worst changes they have made, and honestly, it's just kind of embarrassing that is the fix that they thought would actually make Stompies good or in a decent spot. So the last tweet from Destiny 2 team, where they're asking for feedback in regards to weapons and exotic weapons. Let's get into it. Let's see what we got. My shotgun has this issue where it shoots fluffy pillows at people. Please help. Yeah, I feel like most archetypes other than the precision frame and maybe even the aggressive frames are kind of lackluster nowadays. You really need the 5 out of 5 to get the most out of a shotgun. And I know many people will disagree with that, but I mean, that's not my problem because I have Matador and I got the God roll, you know what I mean? So that thing is an absolute beast. I recommend using conditional finality if you want some shotgun play. Someone else commented, snipers are incredibly oppressive. Now, some context here why snipers are considered oppressive is because of the whole flinch mechanic, in my honest opinion. I gave feedback that I thought the sniper rifles were too easy, they just wouldn't flinch even as good as your primary shot was. And let's just say, for example, if someone with a top primary is struggling, that makes the average player be like, okay, so even someone with a 10 out of 10 shot can't flinch snipers and beat them. Why would I even try my chances of peeking a sniper rifle, right? So they tried to nerf the aim assist and this and that, make zoom higher on sniper rifles. They even addressed the flinch at some point, but to this day, the flinch is still really, really annoying to deal with. Like, you shoot a person and they still dome you, right? It's not just one headshot, you can do multiple headshots. I don't like it. We got some more on this comment. Cloud Strike radius too big. I don't know about that one, Chief. Cloud Strike is such an epic exotic. I personally don't use it too much, but I mean, getting that quad or double down thanks to the explosion is pretty sick. Just don't hold hands too much. Graviton Lance is too strong. That is true. I would say too strong is not really the way to go about it. Too easy is probably better to say, but this is kind of like a trend Bungie does. Every season, they want to spice up the meta, make new outliers, so that when people come back to the game, they're like, oh my god, it feels refreshing. Next tweet. Thorn Catalyst when? Oh, please, we've been waiting years. Bungie, give us the Thorn Catalyst. It's about time. And don't make it boring, like plus 10 range. Give us something crazy. Now, to finish off the video, I'm going to read off some of the takes of this shit streamer, PvPer, like, I don't know who this guy is, but he goes to say that for PvP, it feels like abilities are available constantly, whether it's offense or defense abilities. They are usually strong, but players have them constantly. Barricades, Yas mines, rifts. Sometimes there are some abilities that are too easy considering their strength. 30th anniversary meta felt good. Okay. Another take. Team play abilities are so easy to spread to players with minimal effort. For example, give the whole team overshields, make the whole team invis, or heal the entire team. Are you guys FPS plus more, Destiny, or Overwatch? There is a reason many of us didn't ditch D2 to play that game. For PvE, he goes to say, I like putting together a build that requires some thought to experience ability spam. Most builds in D2 don't require that. My problem is that there is so much ability spam that I can't tell you guys are increasing enemy density. D2 has shown that it can't handle throwing more enemies at us, so a group of 15 adds is starting to feel like 3, which would be the equivalent of playing patrols against 3 dregs. Still, LOL. Okay, I see the take you're trying to make is that because we're getting so powerful, the power creep is crazy. Even if they're throwing like more adds than before, it doesn't even feel like it at all because they all just die immediately anyways. So this tweet is in response to the exotic armor topic. Where are the people who brought us Mask of Baccharis, Hoarfrost Z, Assassin's Cowl, Caliban's Hand, etc.? Fun, creative exotics, you're hurting us with these non-aspirational exotics, lol. Using a hunter exotic to buff my glaive, really. And then the last response in regards to weapons and exotic weapons. Can we get like one more update mid-season to touch on weapons that are too hot? One mid-season patch is not enough and usually doesn't fix the problem. I get that you're trying to do with the meta and for the casuals, which is to keep it refreshing for them. Can we just make the meta change sooner before it gets exhausting? Okay, so point being, Immortal might last too long as the meta gun. Graviton Lance might be meta for a year before they actually address it. I see what you're trying to say. Anyways, that's it from me. If you want to give your feedback, I will put the link to the Destiny post down below. Who knows if this is even going to matter, but there's one thing that we know for sure is that the Destiny 2 community loves this game and they want it to be the best version that it can be. So we'll see. Anyways, thank you for watching and I'll see you in the next video.